Hey everyone, it's Grant back here with our activity 3, which is going to be about the domain archaea, right? I know at this point I sound a little bit like a broken record talking about how diverse these groups are, but again, domain archaea, very diverse, also very important. You can kind of think them, they are prokaryotic, single-celled, they can live in biofilms as well. Right, so they have all the characteristics of a prokaryote, just like our bacteria did, all right? But a few differences between archaea and bacteria is that archaea don't have fatty acids. Instead, they have isoprenoid base tails, all right? And these are linked to glycerol by ether linkages, okay? They have cell walls, but they're not gonna have peptidoglycan, so we won't refer to gram-positive or gram-negative with archaea at all. All right, and they have a wide range of life strategies and cell shapes. Okay, these guys are also extremophiles, so they are living in really low or high pHs, extreme pressures, think extreme environments, deep sea thermal vents, that kind of thing. So if we look at our tree of life here, we can see we've got our domain archaea and a few lineages here. If we look at the last common ancestor, we'll actually see that archaea share a last common ancestor with eukarya before bacteria. Okay, so again, more related to eukarya than bacteria, although they still are prokaryotes. The inner structure, again, kind of like our bacteria, not a lot going on. They're prokaryotic, so they don't have organelles. Their DNA is in a centralized nucleoid region. There's not a membrane around it. And again, the ribosome function as a site of mRNA translation and protein synthesis. On their outer structures, they've got that cell wall, doesn't have peptidoglycan, so we won't refer to gram-positive or gram-negative. And they can also have that secondary outer layer made of polysaccharides. And again, they can excrete those polysaccharides to form a biofilm. Right, so here's the big difference. And again, don't need to know necessarily the chemical structures going on here or even the biochemistry of this. Just kind of remember that, our archaea are going to have isoprenoid, not fatty acids, okay, linked to a glycerol by ether linkages and not ester linkages like we saw in bacteria. Okay, we've got a short video talking about similarities and differences between bacteria and archaea. That's pretty useful, so I'm not going to pull it up now, but definitely watch that on your own time. And again, we're going to have key lineages. There's not as many as bacteria, but they are important. And again, look at the red squares for what could be diagnostic. Okay, so that's it for activity 3. We don't spend too much time on archaea. We just want you to be aware of them and know their characteristics and that they are prokaryotes and still have those characteristics that are associated with that. Okay, so I'll see you guys for our last activity, activity 4. And in the meantime, if you have questions, again, email me or another instructor. Thanks.